It's magical. Galneon killed Ariel! Just as Ariel came into his senses. And now I'm gonna have to go after him for revenge. Rooks, why did you leave Sala and Axis behind? Because he's hot-blooded. And now I have to deal with enemies alone. That's why I got fog cards. That was a real stupid decision, Rooks. One quick second. I just realized my music may have been a little bit too loud. But here I am alone, in a blind rage, running after Galneon. I don't even know where he is. He might have teleported out of here as far as I know. That's why I bought so many fog cards. Because Rooks is an idiot. That's not the point. The point is I'm on the 8th floor. Alone. Even if I went back to town, I'd be alone. And now I feel alone. But on the plus side, I have all their equipment. So, unfortunately, I cannot equip any of it. I know. I'm dismayed too. And all the way west. I have to deal with a Merlini. Oh dear. Who knows? Flame too. And I'm putting Sif in reserve for now. And Deo, in case I need to, can start petrifying. Also, you would never use Unpetrify again. Why would you want to unpetrify your enemies? Oh dear, we also have Nostra. Not to be confused with Nostradamus. Well, I could fight along the way. But really, why? Maybe because I want the experience. Maybe I want to tell you about these enemies. Who, with the power of sleep, could make my life very horrible. A Nostras has a whopping 56 hit points. I know. But he can give you decent gold, but he knows how to cast lightning too. So good and bad. The only bad thing is, Dale seems to be having an off day. Speaking of, let's smash everything. Dale smash! Merlini, 95 hit points. Terrible experience in gold, and can cast flame too. Also wrong target. So really, you do want to be avoiding combat at this point. Until we get to the top. Oops, let me make sure I'm gonna get all my treasure here. Because there is a little treasure along the way. And Darwin out of nowhere. Why is this guy here? Okay, that works. So now Darwin has joined the group. Hooray! And Darwin has some new abilities. Some sleep, offensive, and other stat changing objects, but he has no weapons and armor. Shame. And that's the only thing I have for him right now. Shame, shame, shame. Shame. Well, it's better than nobody. And at least Rooks won't have to pay for his crimes by being all alone in a place he really should not be alone. Also, Darwin's music is back. I miss his music too. I think he's part bard. He is Elemen after all. And I am near an Elven village. It makes sense. Now I could go back to town and equip him, but I'm already near the top. Why would I want to do that? Besides the obvious answer of dealing with all these enemies. Darwin's actually fairly quick. He has the best chance of doing a regular retreat. That being said, your chance of getting one off is pretty rare. So I'm fog carding it. All the way to the top. Poorly prepared. And what's this? We seem to have encountered some plush carpeting. I heard some rumors about some soldiers going up to the top of the tower. There's been an eerie glow around. And also this place will give you a headache unless you go to this corridor here, all the way south, and circle back to get to the 10th floor really easily. Now this is heaven. There are 12 treasure chests here, in a very small area. So let's start from this way. In these tiny alcoves is lots of honey. But we also have to deal with Merlini and Arwani. Oh dear. Or I could just use a fog guard and run away. Arwani has 100 hit points and can cast water 3. Ouch. Not really worth experiencing gold even. And it's telling me to return. No, I'm too crazy. I'll say I'm crazy. I'll also say I'm looking for more treasure. Like MP honey. All that delicious honey. I believe you can have a maximum of 4 screens worth of items. That's 32 items. Don't worry, you will run out of space soon. And let's head east and get another 3 treasures. And by treasure, I of course mean more honey. Treasure your honey today. And get yourself a golden sword. A golden sword? It's not very good to attack with. But it will sell for a good amount of gold. And when I mean good amount of gold, when we get to the next town, you will be amazed. Also, more honey. And no, the sword doesn't have any special powers either. Let me look at my map real quick. Ah yes, let's go north now. I don't know why I get lost in these maps. It's pretty easy. Pretty much one way. Okay, you might take a wrong turn here or there. But like I said, simple map. With great items. You might have to fight a few here. If they're like singles, doubles, and triples, go ahead and fight them. You don't have that many fog cards now, do you? You might. And it's Rococo armor. Sounds like a delicious treat. But no, it's better than nothing, but it's not that good. Guess what? Saying you take that to the statue kind of loses its pizzazz. 7 cards. Can I do it? I still got 2 more floors to go. Okay, a no card will help. Remember, a no card tries to kill everything in a group. It's not very effective though. But still, insta-kill on enemies with 100 hit points is pretty nice. Also, a call amulet is pretty nice. Speaking of nice, there's more honey. I'll eat all this honey in a minute. Guess what? Minute's up. Rooks is hungry. He needs his honey. He also needs another woman in the party. And I don't mean a spirit either. Be careful not to use that return ring. Now, ideally, the developers wanted you to go back to town at this point. That's not happening. Especially when the floors are so small. And I have so little place to go. So let's go up. Go to the 11th floor. Oh yeah, I have medicine for a reason. I probably should use it. The 11th floor is pretty simple. No treasures. And pretty much one way. So one way we should go. But if you're looking at a map like I am, you see an interesting, very narrow corridor that looks perfect for an ambush. Guess what? It is. Oh, Galneon. Oh, Tifa. Darwin? Can you explain yourself? You used to be very fond of her. I'm afraid to ask why. I know he doesn't make any sense, but come on. Tifa. Oh dear. Tifa wants to battle with us. As you know, she's a powerful spellcaster and can cast Sleep All. Unfortunately, that's the only thing she can cast while she's possessed. So let's end this battle real quick. I don't think that'll work. And she hit surprisingly hard. I know. But don't worry, honey. It'll be all over soon. But why does Darwin know her? Am I afraid to ask why? I guess I'll never know, because Darwin's doesn't talk in his sleep. And she's defeated. And she gives lousy experience and go, what the heck? And, it appears our eyes are not red naturally. I think we should leave them alone. Meanwhile, I'm alone again. I know, it's depressing. Speaking of depressing, we gotta give it to the 12th floor before we get attacked by any more monstrosities. It's not long now. Unless you talk about meeting a green dragon. A green dragon, as you figure, has a lot of hit points. 260! I'm not going to be messing with this thing. Really great experience though in gold, but it can also cast Smash 3. I have no time to deal with anything that can cast Smash 3. Oh yeah, I was using medicine. Not a return ring. But if I can't take on a dragon, what business do I have going to the 12th floor? Ask a giant. And he's not jolly to see me. 180 hit points. Lots of golden experience. And can hit like heck. Why am I meeting all these really powerful enemies now? Because they really wanted you to level up. And I'm on the 12th floor. No fog cards. It's a very short floor, thank goodness. And one way. And I have a blue dragon in front of me. 200 plus hit points. Can cast water 3. I'm crossing my fingers. Like that would really work on a blue dragon. But surprisingly, that worked. Dale, I need your help, and I need it now. Can you petrify this thing? Please tell me you can. Well, plan B. Hit it as hard as I can. And hope it stays asleep. Thank goodness. Like I said, blue dragons. 250 hit points. Nice experience. And gold. But something I really don't want to mess with at this point. Especially when 2 of them come at once. So call Amulet, don't fail me now. You have failed me. That's something I definitely needed. The only good thing about dragons is they're very weak against the elemental they're weak against. That's the only saving grace you'll ever get. And before we continue, a much needed sleeping bag. So what's at the top of this darn place that I've been going 12 floors for and attempting to get myself killed for? Galneon doing his voodoo. Well, I liked her and all that, but she's kind of weird and loopy, and Darwin seemed to have a thing with her, so you know what I mean, bros before hoes. Oh, hello, Axes. Oh, hello, Sarah. And now, we're gonna crush him once and for all. Did anybody order a pillar of light? Did anybody order an earthquake? Axes? Axes, what are you... Oh my. Chapter 5, Salvation. When we return, Axes the fallen hero. Thank you. Whatever you did. But what about us? What about this person and that person? You'll just have to watch the next video now, won't you?